I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Sorry.
That was wonderful.
Yeah. Well,
I love it.
it's different. Wow. Okay.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Welcome. Do your thing.
Yeah. Welcome. Real quick. Hey, just a real quick mic check here. Your mic sounds a little. I don't know if it's me, but have you done something different to the mic?
No.
Okay. All right. It sounds very loud. It sounds like you're Harry Carey for some reason.
Oh, well, that's good. I have a lot to be said and need to be heard.
Well, then that's great then. All right. All right. Here it is. It is Monday. Don't adjust your dials, folks. It is Monday night. It is Matcha 22nd. Right here, it's Monday, Monday Motivation with Ogre. And without further ado, we give you the star of the show, Ogre.
Hi. How's it going?
Hi.
How's everything? How you been? I missed Friday. Did anything exciting happen Friday? Did you have a show?
Yeah. Oh my God, man. We had I had Governor Cuomo on. He was talking about some of the shit that he was going through. I had that one idiot that took his toddler into the elephant bin and got the elephant.
Jesus, yeah.
He was on. We did a reenactment. It was it was a spectacular Friday night.
Who got to reenact the elephant?
My dog. Yeah, it was low production, low key. Hey girl, hey. Yes. Oh yes.
Well, speaking of low production, you're in the right place for that. Ooh, yeah. So fancy on our new our new whatever the hell it's called, Open. Yeah. So where's Doc tonight? We seem to be missing our executive producer.
He's on vacation, man. He's working.
Geez.
Yeah, I guess he's almost eligible to get the vaccine, and I guess before he gets it, before he dies, he says he wants to go. He's got a bucket list, so he's out there. I don't know. I think he's in Colorado right now. He's touring the states, I think, for the week. I don't know. He's trying to
say what's on Doc's bucket list.
I don't know. Or yeah, that could be making baby number 2. I think they want some tickets from like The Price is Right or something, and they're going to go to beautiful Lake Tahoe where they spend.
They're going to make a baby at The Price is Right?
No, they won a contest. Somebody was on The Price is Right. Somebody that they knew, their neighbor or somebody was on The Price is Right, and they won a campaign, not a campaign. What do you call it? A trip to Lake Tahoe. I don't know.
They could do it right behind that big wheel.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I like to be inside that wheel, by the way.
Boop, 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 boop. That would be fun. All right. Well, we have to do our first segment here real quick because someone's getting antsy over here.
Yes, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new segment for you today. It's called Ask a 17-year-old, and we're going to give you right over to Ogre to let you know more about this. Ogre, take it away.
Yes, my number 3 child, my daughter over there, the 17-year-old who's flipping me the bird. She's very respectful. We've had her on before. Say hi, Danny. So if you have any exciting questions for a 17-year-old, all for you. We're losing the whole Doc contingent here today. We're going to be short
like
Katie
7
and we're going to be short like his 15 relatives there to make up the bulk of our show. So I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
As a 17-year-old in 2021, how is it how are you getting through with going to school with the COVID restrictions? How's that treating you?
It can be worse. It can be better. It's been pretty fine so far.
Is there anything? Do you guys have to? How do you keep 6 feet apart?
Kitty.
The desks are spaced 6 feet apart.
The desks are spaced 6 feet apart.
The deaths or desks?
No, not the deaths. The deaths are not 6. Jesus Christ! It's not. They're not. They don't have the plague.
It's I got you. All right, just checking.
You still gotta wear those face masks. They had to wear those welder face masks before.
Yeah, only for next week or this upcoming week. After spring break, we don't have to.
But you still have to wear masks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does she have Zoom syndrome?
Do you have Zoom syndrome? Are you tired of the Zoom meetings?
No,
she likes the Zoom meetings because then she gets to stay in her bedroom and
I get to
dick around on her phone instead of paying attention to her English class.
So that was going to be, I guess that was my next question. Does she prefer going to school from home or going to school, like in person?
Which do you prefer, in person or the Zoom meetings?
Zoom.
Zoom.
I figured so.
because she can dick around on her phone and talk to her friends in Korea.
I could dig it.
Yeah.
So
if we have any questions about anything, don't be shy.
We got a
She's
question.
17. That's why she's off camera.
We got another question coming in. Is TikTok going to take over Facebook?
Is TikTok going to take over Facebook?
Probably.
You got a definite probably on that one.
Okay. How do you TikTok?
I mean, Facebook's already
What the fuck? It's like, what are you, 90? Trying to set your VCR time or something?
Is TikTok going to take over Instagram?
Oh, there's a good one.
I don't know. I think TikTok and Instagram.
Which is more popular right now?
I don't know. I don't really use either.
She's not a big TikToker.
TikTok and Instagram are up.
What was your question? Oh, how do you TikTok? That was Spaniard's question.
I have no idea. I don't use it.
You go on there and you
It's an app.
it's an app. You go on it and you do your stupid dances and stuff.
Okay. All right. Now
this segment isn't turning out as well as I thought.
I know. Okay. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna maybe Female Supreme could probably appreciate this one. Now, back in the day, we had the magazine called Teen Beat. Nowadays, teenagers don't read. They don't have magazines nowadays. So who is like the beau of the year? Like who's that? Like back in the day, it was like Taylor, what's his name? Like Team Jacob and what's his name? And then like back in the day was Brad Pitt. So like nowadays, who are the teenagers like Gaga over now?
That's really not up her alley, if you catch my drift.
Well, I mean, who's the hottest? Who's the hottest? Actors, actresses?
Who's the hot actor or musician or person? Now she's giving me dirty looks and doing her rock eyebrow. I can never do that. Or John Belushi.
John Belushi. Yeah.
More
specifically, when we were kids, me and Spaniard and Linda, there was a magazine called Tiger Beat, and in Tiger Beat that was more for like junior.
As in looks or hottest as in popularity?
Here's a question. Okay, here's a question. You guys got lockers, right? High school lockers. Like, who's hanging up in your locker? Like
do you have any pictures in your locker?
I don't have a locker.
She doesn't have it. What do you mean you don't have a locker?
Well, I don't use my locker.
She doesn't use it. Okay, this is going downhill fast.
Yeah.
He means who's the best looking? Who's the good looking guy that all the chicks go gaga over?
Justin Bieber. I don't
really?
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah.
Okay. We're getting reports it's Justin Bieber.
Now, how about the chicks? Like who are all the boys? Who are the high school senior boys all gaga over?
Who's the chicks?
I don't know. Ariana Grande's what's her name? Not her. I can't remember her name, but
great segment.
That's her name.
Shut up. Dude, how come kids don't have parties anymore?
I don't know, because we're lame.
Are you complaining?
Well, let's do a social.
I'm just wondering, because when her brothers who are, how old are they? They're like 8 and 9 years older than her. So like 10 years ago, like go back to like 2011, 2013, and then when they were in high school, I don't know if they might have just been dorks, but like you remember when we were back in Cal City, and there was a party every weekend. Whereas we get to Thursday, and it's like, whose parents are out of town? Who's having a party? Are we meeting or are we going to be lame and go to the bridge or go to the freaking Lincoln Field? The parties, but
because it's not 1990 anymore.
No, I've been thoroughly chastised. It's not 1990 anymore.
Virtual partying or like
virtual parties? Does nobody gets together and sit around and drink?
No.
You don't load up, you party, you don't drink, you don't do drugs, nothing.
Like, yeah, we know we did some dumb shit in the past. We're not gonna let you guys do that.
Apparently, there's no more partying. Well, where the hell do you get drunk at?
Home.
Not sure I appreciate that answer. Not sure. All right, get out of here. We're done. You're no fun today. Yeah, that's a round of applause for Female Supreme for that segment. Okay.
Well,
sorry.
That was
that took up 11 minutes. Thank you.
That was a segment called Ask a 17-Year-Old.
Oh, hey.
Jeez. Yeah.
So I got a text from my mother earlier today.
Okay.
And she gave me some tips here. Hold on a second. Let me run these past you.
All right, let's hear this.
Now I'm getting you know, because the demographic we're going for is 78-year-old women.
I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
I booked you an AARP tour in the fall at the mall
It's not
walkers.
funny. I'm getting those letters in the mail.
Yes.
Here we go. Hey, Black Sheep Bravo has a live event online now. Okay, this is from Ogre's mother, Mrs. Ogre. On your Facebook show tonight, or whenever it's on, I think it's Monday. Don't say so much. I guess I do that. And don't cuss so much. And that joke about the walnuts was not funny. Listen to how this is the best part. Listen to how preacher speaks. I only watch for about 10 minutes because most of the time I have no idea what you guys are talking about. And all of her programs are on Monday nights. And then she went on to tell me that she likes Preacher because he doesn't cuss and he seems like a fine young man, even though he's a Protestant son of a bitch and he's going to hell. She's a fine Roman Catholic from the old school. So,
oh man, that's
there you go. So, Preacher, you have
you got a fan.
Mother's endorsement.
Oh man,
and I thought my walnuts joke was hilarious. By the way, I told her it was big with 8th graders on the school buses, but she didn't.
It couldn't have been worse than my joke. I actually I got bored the other day. I think it was last Tuesday. I got bored. And there's a local radio station here, and they the first Tuesday of every month, they bring in the county prosecutor to ask questions from callers. So I called in and I said, yeah, now you're talking about firearms and all. Like, well, now if my arm catches on fire and I point it at my neighbor, can I get charged with illegal use of firearm? And this guy was like, he actually thought about that. Like, he's like, this has got to be a joke. And I said, no, man, this is serious. This happens on a weekly basis, man. I mean, because we're out here in the sticks, so I had to change my voice a little. I don't know why I had to go deep south, but I was cracking myself up, and the caller or whoever the radio station, I could hear him laughing in the background, and the attorney thought it was a serious thing. So, yeah.
The best part is always that's what I live to do, is to crack myself up. Not have a laugh. Exactly. I actually enjoy doing that, to tell you the truth.
Me too, man. I seem older, I get better.
Let's well, I believe you. Also, I watched something in your honor on
Rugby.
What's going on back there?
Oh, she's making sangria.
There appears to be some activity in your kitchen. Okay, what are we doing?
She's making
hello.
Sangria.
What do you got there?
This show is brought to you by Sangria.
I hope that's your wife and not one of your daughters.
No, that's my girlfriend. My wife.
She's well, that's good. Oh no, on Saturday.
She's at a
the NCAA tournament basketball started.
Yes,
and there's also on ESPN they had the college wrestling championships.
Oh, wrestling, yeah,
which is always fun.
Yes.
One thing that gets me with that is that there's even at that level, you're at the NCAA championships, right? And you're in the finals. Mm-hmm. And there's this guy that's like, he's ranked in the fucking world. He won the junior championships at 19, and he beat some Ukrainian or some guy from Kyrgyzstan, and he's going for the Olympics in 16 or whenever the hell, or 16. That was fucking 5 years ago in 2022 in Tokyo. And this guy will go out, and it's like a guy from Penn State or somewhere, and against a guy from Oklahoma, and there's just one guy that just kicks the living shit out of this guy like nothing. It's like the championship, and one guy's winning like 14-1. I mean,
Yeah.
they're like pinning a guy in a first period. I'm watching this. I'm like, this looks like me when I went up against like a fucking the state champ the one time I had to wrestle. That was fun, junior year. But I mean, it's you figure at that level what I'm going for here. You figure at that level, guys would be a little closer. But there's such a difference with some of them. It really sticks out. You know, I guess that's what they say. Like guys are fucking best in the world in the Olympics. I guess it fucking means something. But anyway, what came on after that?
If I may, real quick about that,
Yes.
it struck a nerve. It was just it was a cold December in Lansing, Illinois, at the TF South High School, and my longtime rival Ted Chang was right there at 176, and that motherfucker. From this day, Ted Chang still haunts me.
I still got that picture somewhere from the Star.
Yes,
for me and you. Me and you, or at least you looked at you lost the match too, but at least you were like had the upper hand in your match.
Yeah, I know.
You're above me in the picture, and you're up here. You know, you were. This is gonna sound weird to people that don't know amateur wrestling. You were on top of you were on top of Ted Chang, and you were working him there. But they had me. I'm just laid out, getting fucking stuck by that dude from Stag that was like 270. I'm like, come on.
You look like a stuck cattle of beef right there that was on the side of the road that needed to be picked up.
Fucking like a big, like watching fucking wild tuna when they drag them things on the fucking dock there flopping around. Wow, man. I'm like, nice picture.
Yeah,
horrible. I picked that up Sunday morning. I'm like, well, maybe nobody will see it. People have it. They're fucking stuck on my locker, like 6 of them when I come in on Monday morning.
That's
fucking Bonic.
They decorated your wall, your locker.
Yeah. That's what was hanging on my locker. It wasn't pictures of Topanga or anything from.
Now, who was it back in our day? I can't even remember now. Madonna was the only thing I could think of.
No, it was like. Shit, was Baywatch on by then? Was it?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. No.
Baywatch broads.
Shit, man, I can't even remember. I don't know.
Christy Brinkley. It was.
Like the Melrose place. What's her name? The Heathers. The Heather Locklear.
Yeah, it was like Heather Locklear, or what was her name? Was big. The swimsuit model, Elle McPherson.
Yes, there you go. From Australia, mate. But another
Kathy Ireland. That's another one.
Yeah, there you go.
But anyway, so after that was the what came on after that was the Big 12 Women's Gymnastics Championships.
Man,
it was on the Deuce. And I was sitting there and I turned to Female Supreme and I said, I should call Spaniard and let him know this is on.
I don't have cable, but you could have given me a play-by-play and walked me through it. I think that could have been a lot more. She's smoking those Pall Mall still?
Smoking a Camel Unfiltered.
Damn.
Lucky Strikes. She picked it up when she was in Korea at the frozen at the Chosin Reservoir. What's your? I was thinking earlier today. What's your favorite female gymnastics event, Spaniard? Ready you go.
My mom used to smoke Pall Malls.
Oh Jesus!
Oh geez, here we go.
This show's going right in the museum, the broadcast museum history chambers.
This episode of Monday Motivation brought to you by Pall Mall. Pick up that smooth flavor at your local corner drugstore. Yeah, Pall Mall.
So, what's your favorite gymnastics?
I would say the floor exercise.
See, that's my least favorite.
No, to me, when they get to running and sprinting and running and jumping and flipping, holy shit, that's amazing. And they're like, it's craziness.
Running and jumping and flipping. I like the vault.
That's hardcore too. Wicked hardcore.
That's probably.
But see, it's too bad you can't do that in real life. Like
you can.
What? Well, not vaulting. Like there should be vaults out in public. Like you should be able to use them. Like you could be running and then just use the vault. Like you're at, I don't know.
They should have them springboards out in public, like Mario World or something.
Springboards, exactly. That's what
you can just like run and jump up to the fucking second level of your parking garage.
Yeah, that would make life a lot more funner going to work in the morning,
or miss it and fucking break your leg in half. That'd be fun too.
That's what makes it interesting.
I guess that does. Speaking of making it interesting, I believe you had an exciting topic you wanted to talk about.
Well, I don't know about exciting, but you know,
Yeah, it's not very
not to
exciting.
sound insensitive, but I mean, okay, I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna rip the band-aid off and Ogre, I don't want to lose any of your followers, all two of us watching. Um,
I think it's me and you.
just you and I. That's it. Holy shit.
Even Jillian gave up on us. No Doc, no
Damn.
Jillian.
Yeah. You know, I mean, every time I turn the TV on, there's some kind of commercial or PSA about, you know, Asian discrimination going on and everybody being, you know, a lot of the hate going on. And I get it, man. Yeah, that sucks. I hate it. But the story that came just recently about this that would, well, it touched on it a little bit, which what they thought, the news thought, was that Atlanta shooting, right? And
Yeah.
the thing that keeps, you know, they keep talking about the story about how 6 of the victims were Asian and how it wasn't a hate crime, but they were really, really, really pushing it. You know, that's what it felt like. Like, okay, we know it wasn't a hate crime. The guy was probably, you know, got made fun of or something and went back for revenge, or there's something more to the story, but it wasn't hate because the guy was a frequent flyer, from what I understand. So it wasn't that he hated it because he went there often. The thing that really stuck out to mind was this was a rub and tug place. This was something that was nobody had mentioned, that it wasn't a spa. It wasn't like one of your typical salons. This was a rub and tug, an illegal rub and tug with some illegal activity going on that nobody's talking about. And
this wasn't your massage envy in a upscale suburb.
Yeah. So that's the thing that I wanted to ask people out there, or even ask you, to see if has there been any mention of that, or are we supposed to just forget about that? Like, okay, hey, we know there was a murder, but despite of where it happened, it was, you know, a hand job's going on here, a happy ending's going on. We're not going to talk about that. We're just going to just talk about the potential hate. So that's
actually, I think the hate thing came from one of the people that got away, talked to the police, and a gold spot. I just happen to have this pulled up here.
Hey, pull it up.
This was according to a report from the National Korean newspaper. A gold spa employee who escaped from the store during the shooting stated that the shooter said, "I am going to kill all Asians." See, but if they dug a little deeper, and this guy Robert Long, is his
that is his real name.
That's his real name. Yes,
he worked at the spa, at the salon.
He was. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at people being shot to death, but the guy's name was Robert Long, and he was enrolled at the Cumming campus of University of North Georgia, and he frequented what do you call them? I guess you call it a rub and tug, but what would they call it?
They call it a spa.
A spa, yeah. Here you go. Long spent time in Hope Quest, an evangelical treatment facility near Ackworth and down the road from the spa that he attacked. He was a patient at the treatment center for what he described as a sex addiction. A label used among some evangelicals for those that cannot control their sexual urges. So he was tortured by this addiction, and he was deeply religious, and he said he had relapsed and had gone to massage parlors to visit sex workers. So yes. So he was mad about his sex addiction, and you know, the religious people were beating it in his head that he had to cure himself of this through God, and apparently that snapped him, and he went and bought a gun, and he was going to kill him so he wouldn't have to go in there and get jerked off. Here's another one. According to police, his parents had kicked him out of their house the night before the shooting due to concerns about his sex addiction. And they said he was watching internet porn. Learn how to read there, Ogre. And they had said he was watching internet pornography for several hours each day.
Damn.
A report to police said that he was very emotional after being evicted from his parents' house. Now, we're both guys here. We're all adults, and
right.
Female Supreme here is kind of hip. So
yeah.
Why do you have to watch porn for hours a day?
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're 21, I mean, I remember when I was 21, I mean, hours a day. I mean, even if you went 2-3 times a day, you're still talking about what?
Yeah.
20 minutes a time, so an hour.
I got
You don't
way
need to-
too much shit to do.
Yeah. I mean, there's other stuff on TV. There's shit to do. You could you're in Atlanta, you could catch a Hawks game or something. Well, I don't know, maybe. But anyway, so this guy was according to police, his actions were a result of a sex addiction that conflicted with his religious beliefs. So it wasn't a hate crime. I guess, does that count as a sex crime? So he was going to rub him out to take away that temptation. So there you go.
I guess. See, religion
strikes again.
Religion. Gotta love that religion, man.
But you're right though. When we were talking the other day on the phone, and I was looking at this stuff.
I'm sorry about that. By the way,
you called me on the phone. Big fucking deal. It's not like it was 4 a.m. when you get up. Sometimes
because people post like, "Oh, I was bad at my weekend." Like,
fuck, I got nothing going on. This is the fucking highlight of my week.
Because I was going to call you 4 more times, and I was like, nah.
Well, no, that was the 2 times was enough.
No, 2 times.
Yeah, they really, the media, they really. You're right. You were right though. They really, really, really hit on that. They're trying to get Asians, and this is an upswing in violence against Asian Americans or Asian immigrants, and it's all because of Trump, because he said kung flu a few times, and you listen to that, and you I don't want to say you believe it, but I mean you listen to it and you hear it, and if you hear this on the news in more than one different type of media, even if you're doc and you don't watch the news or whatever, you still see stuff come across your Facebook and shit, and you get this story out there.
Yeah.
And then I haven't seen really much anything. I had to go in and I had to actually go and look for the stuff and find the shit about the sex addiction from the actual police reports and stuff that he when he talked to the cops.
Yeah.
How about that one stupid cop that's he was having a bad day? It's like, okay, dummy. Nice.
Which one? What's this one here?
The sheriff or the spokesman for the sheriff's department when he was out there talking talking to the media.
He was having a bad day. Yeah.
He was having a bad day. I'm like, I've had bad days. I didn't go and shoot 7 people in a rub and tug joint. I mean, that's having a bad day is like stubbing your toe and losing your keys and forgetting your fucking phone at home when you're going to work, but not fucking shooting 7 people
or spilling hot coffee on your lap or
something like that. I mean, even that, getting a paper cut,
biting your tongue when you're that's a bad day.
I hate that too. How many people died? Let's see. He went to 3 of them. I didn't know that.
3 different places.
3 different places in the metropolitan area of Atlanta.
All in the name of Jesus.
8 people were killed. Ooh. Yeesh.
Now, did he pick 3 on purpose, or was he just ran out of time at that point? Did he choose 3? Was that supposed to be?
I think he was heading south. He was going to go down to Florida and get a few more.
Oof.
Ooh. I don't know if he had them. He probably had them all mapped out. It's probably the places that he had gone to.
Yeah. Ooh, quick side note. Speaking of Florida, man, I guess it was all hell broke loose in spring break town down there. Miami Beach was all raided, or not raided, but it was kids were running amok, man. It was craziness. The police were called out, and it was don't go to Miami because there was too many people, and it was craziness. And I'm like, let the kids be kids, man. Spring break. What the hell?
Were they running amok? Was there property damage?
Or well, apparently
they were worried about holy shit, Miami Beach officers shoot pepper balls into spring break crowds to enforce emergency curfew. Oh, no, I did not hear about this.
It was crazy. We were watching
Miami Beach overwhelmed by spring break. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
And I got to tell you, the footage that I saw, I mean, there was a lot of skin. So I was like, well, what's the problem? I mean,
that's one thing I missed about my college years. The first time I was too young and didn't have enough money to go to spring break anywhere, and the second time I went to college, when I actually went and paid attention, I was I was 26 years old and divorced and had a kid. I wasn't going down to fucking Myrtle Beach or anything. Party.
On my spring break, I went to Beer Can Alley. That's all I went.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, holy shit! I'm looking at pictures which can't be shared, but yeah, there's some cops fucking some shit up.
Yeah, man.
I
It's
guess
crazy.
it's quite a crowd there.
A lot of
No
guns.
masks.
A lot of guns were taken too. I guess like 80 guns were confiscated in
Yeah.
one night.
Chicks fighting.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
man. It's the Wild Wild West.
That was
But in the-
a rough night.
But in the
Holy
East,
shit!
mhm,
I didn't know they were that mad. What's everybody so mad about?
I don't know. It's Florida.
Is it a hangout? Well, they're not all from Florida. We can't blame.
Well, no.
Florida.
They said there was a lot of out of staters because they.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So go to
Spring break,
Florida.
you got all them cats from like Minnesota and Connecticut coming down there.
Yeah, you got to watch out for them. There's some badasses. You don't mess
I
with those
guess.
Connecticut people.
Those badasses from Maine
Yeah,
and South Dakota State.
they don't take no shit.
You know what we're gonna do? I just made a command decision here.
Sure.
We're gonna hold off till next week on the Final Four of the Tournament of Bad.
That sounds good. Yeah, I was going to say because
We'll have Doc back so we can have the funny sound bites, and then we can we can have the Doc contingent of people to vote for it. Because this way, it's just you and Female Supreme voting. So I tell you what, let's actually hit the skids on this award-winning episode. Unless you got anything else to talk about here tonight.
No, man. That was it, man. Just that.
All right, I tell you what, let's. We don't even have our fucking music for the
I
wrap-up thing, the history part. And
I could play
I
your.
only
I could
I
play.
only got one burf.
That's it. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I could do this. I could play the
It's
music.
a rough day all around.
I could play the music part.
What, the first music?
And here's Ogre's births and deaths. There you
Thanks. That's fantastic.
go. There you go. See, I mean, not be
Okay,
Doc, but it's something.
You do the sound effects.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do my best. Here we go.
Okay, you try to you be Rajesh.
Ahem.
You make the call. Remember that on the NFL game?
Yeah. Ba-doom.
March 22nd. March 22nd. Here we go. March 22nd, 1622.
Okay.
March 22nd, 1622.
Birth.
It's not birth. This is a history part. Pay attention to the show. Damn it.
Sorry.
Wheels are coming off the wagon here, Spaniard.
Jeez, man.
If I may continue, March 22nd, 1622, Jamestown Massacre. Perfect. You got it. Algonquin Indians kill 347 English settlers. Jesus. 347 English settlers around Jamestown, Virginia.
Hmm.
That's 347 murdered by Indians, and we're worried about 7 people getting shot at a fucking rub and tug
At a
in
rub and tug.
Atlanta. Anyway, let's see what else we got. March 22nd. There was a lot going on in the 17th century. March 22nd, 1630. Here's this one would upset you, or maybe not. The Massachusetts Bay Colony outlaws the possession of cards, dice, and gaming tables.
That would upset me. Yeah.
How dare you? You sons of bitches.
Yeah.
March 22nd, 1765. The British Parliament passes the Stamp Act that introduces a tax to be levied directly on its American colonies.
I'm sorry. I think this was America.
I think I like you doing the sound effects better.
Trying,
March,
My palms are sweaty. I'm so nervous.
March 22nd, 1894. The first playoff game for the Stanley Cup starts.
Gay.
Perfect. March 22nd, 1906. Oh, here, you'll like this one.
All right.
March 22nd, 1906. And I'm glad Doc and Rajesh aren't here to record me on this one.
Uh-oh.
The first England versus France rugby union match
Yes.
is played at Parc des Princes
They do.
in Paris.
Yes. Voulez-vous que vous créez?
That's about all the exciting stuff that happened. We got one burf and that's it, and then we'll wrap this shit up.
Alright.
This isn't going as well as I planned this week.
Okay, that's all right.
I got to stop laughing so loud at the delay. The laugh always comes up when you're talking about people dying. Well, that's good. It adds to the show. All right. Born March 22nd, 1989. Born March 22nd, 1989.
Mm.
He is an American NFL player, and he has 2 brothers I think one plays in the NFL and another one either got drafted or the third one is in the NFL too currently. So this guy was born March 22nd, 1989. He has two other brothers that are in the NFL, and he is a defensive player. He
he's
plays down south.
Plays down south. He's got brothers. All right. I'm thinking of Larry Barber. His brothers Tiki Barber and Johnny Barber.
No, they currently play.
Oh, they currently play.
Tiki Barber's been retired for like 15 years.
Yeah, I know. He's my favorite.
Tiki Barber is your favorite?
He was my favorite defensive player of all time.
I remember watching him in college, and I was in the fucking Navy. That's how old he is. Because he was on the East Coast. I can't think of their names. The brothers on the Subway commercials. No, not those brothers. Who's on the Subway commercials? Is that the
I can't think of their names.
is that the tight end? Ooh, the Gronkowski.
Samoan guy? Yeah.
It's not Gronkowski's?
No, they're not the ones on the commercial.
Oh, well then I think you're right. No, they're not Samoans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Defensive player. The guy we're looking for.
Anyone?
Linda might have got it, but I don't know. I would never paid attention to the Subway commercials. The correct answer is J.J. Watt.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
J.J.
there.
Watts.
She got it, the Watts. Yeah, that's the
Watt.
exciting.
Yeah.
JJ, and something else.
JJ, KJ, PJ, and Richard.
And Richard.
Really, that's about it for the fucking show.
Wow.
It was a rough one.
I do have a question for you guys. Since you guys are cat people, this is a quick question. Now, let me just set the stage here. I know. Well, you're kind of like by proxy. You're like a cat guy by proxy. You know,
give you that one
by injection. Okay,
Excuse me?
I got this. You know, I got rabbits, right? And one of the rabbits didn't make it. Okay, it was born. It was born. I don't know. Just it wasn't healthy. It just didn't make it. It happens, right? It's nature. And so I disposed of it out in the field, and that was a week ago. Well, today I found it in my front yard.
Gross.
Yeah, and I was wondering, do cats do that? Like, will cat because there's a cat. Like, we don't have cats, but there's like a stray cat that hangs out here because it's a cool place.
I don't know if cats eat carrion, do they? Don't they kill stuff and eat it? They won't eat something that's laying there dead for a while.
Well, I thought maybe
you say it was a cat. Oh,
we had a cat that left dead rabbits in our yard.
Oh,
yeah, but did it kill him or did it dig him
No,
up?
this was dead. This rabbit was dead.
This is dead.
He would kill him.
That's what I'm saying. That's I don't think that I'm not sure if a cat
They would eat it too.
Yes. Of course they would eat it. Gross. I'm not sure if a cat would dig something up that's already dead.
Mm.
I'm saying they enjoy killing things. Isn't that more like a possum or something? Oh, possums eat bugs.
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
I don't know. Hold on.
I guess I'm a little freaked out because, like, to me, like Trophy Wife said, it's somebody sending a message. Like, it was like, mafia, like they're sending a horse head. One of the animals here sent a rabbit carcass. Like, what is that supposed to mean? So
Cats definitely do not eat carrion unless starving. They rely on fresh meat kills.
Yeah.
There you go.
This has been dead for about 2 weeks.
Here's another one. Do cats eat dead animals? Some cats that catch prey will bring their owners the dead animal. That's not the question I asked everybody. Do cats eat dead cats? Ugh.
Yeah.
Are cats scavengers? Those are dogs.
You throw it on somebody else's property. Maybe a neighbor got mad.
Maybe somebody's mad at you. Yeah. Did you bury it in somebody else's property?
No, man. I didn't even bury it. I just I chucked it, man.
You just took it.
I did, like the Olympics, like the discus. I did a circle thing and when I flung it, man, it was about 50 yards up in the air and then out into just out nowhere. Like I didn't know where it landed, like in field, grass, like man high. It was deep.
You sure you didn't throw it into somebody's fucking farm field?
No, man. It's empty. It's empty field. It's just nothing.
Oh, empty field.
Yeah. So I don't know, man.
That's weird.
It's freaking me out.
Maybe it's your dog. You have dogs?
No, she's smart. She doesn't. She's not like that. But
maybe it was the aliens.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's the
Probably-
hey man, you
probably-
left something. You dropped something.
It's probably Nancy Pelosi. Those Democrats are always up to something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, real quick, I know we were trying to end the show real quick. Maybe we could talk about this next week. There is a Arizona state representative, Democrat state representative that wants to. It's working with the VA that says if a veteran who is receiving VA benefits who was at the Capitol, who was arrested, that their benefits will be suspended or terminated or something like that. Wasn't that? That's wild, man. They ain't messing around with kind of stuff.
I think that's if don't you have to be like charged and
Oh yeah,
found guilty of sedition or something first
Something.
before you. I don't know if they can just take that stuff away.
I was like,
I don't
damn,
know.
dude, that's kind of hard.
Yeah, maybe your dog was bringing it back for you. Thought you lost it.
Yeah, no, I don't know. We'll see.
That was it.
We'll
All
see.
right, let's wrap this shit up. This,
All right, folks.
This is the winner. We'll
Yeah.
be back next week, and I even put up a thing on my Facebook page, and Jim
Yeah.
McGlashan didn't even show up. Well, the NCAA tournament is playing today.
It
for
is.
some reason,
Yeah,
so
there you
we'll
go.
blame it on that, and we'll blame it on Doc's vacation.
And there
We'll
you
be
go.
back next week, of course.
Until then,
no matter what.
I don't-
Only if it's me and Spaniard viewing, we'll still be here.
We'll still be here.
Can't get rid of
All right. So let me
internet.
see. I'll try to have some sound off music here.
Oh,
See you next week.
lovely. Hopefully, all three of you.